Today. We all like my outfit? How y'all doing today? We all like my outfit? How y'all doing today? We all like my outfit?
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, the Most High, our Creator and our Power, who the world ignorantly calls God. His name is Yahweh. In the name of His only begotten Son, our Lord, our Savior, and our Deliverer, the Messiah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai. Called Halamla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations, peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. And shalom, this is brother Abba Yah with another lesson through the spirit, power, and mercy of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, I pray this lesson is edifying unto the elect. And you seen it. That's your boy Lil Uzi Vert, man. And you seen how he was dressed, which that's not the worst of the worst that he's ever put on. That's just the latest, as of what's been recorded. He's worn worse. From fishnets to skirts and all type of effeminate things. All right, but I'm using this particular lesson, obviously to go into how that's off according to the scriptures and according to our heritage as so-called, our heritage as Israelites, which is talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, that whole wearing women's clothes and being feminine and all of that's the customs of the heathens. All right, that our people have adapted. All right, but the title of this lesson, most Israelites have a price, and the main focus is, the effeminizing of our men. Okay. Particularly these so-called celebrities that take a bag and then they begin to be effeminate. They begin to be more. They begin to live pretty much that lifestyle that pertains to the alphabet community. All right, when a lot of these Israelites that begin to do that, at one point they was never like that. But then they get into these shows, they get these record deals, they get these sports contracts, and they begin to dress like women. They begin to do things that are contrary to our laws, man. But that's just the main focus. It's a lot of Israelites, that have a price. You have some Israelites that's not even celebrities, that don't even have a lot of money. We just, this particular lesson is based on those who receive a bag, those who get paid to do these things in order to, eat the crumbs at Esau's table. But you have certain Israelites that have even less of a price than that. You have some Israelites that are going to be bought into this man's system. All right, when the MOTB comes and that's made mandatory, they're going to be bought with fear. Some are going to be bought with the fear of losing food, because you're not going to be able to participate in Esau's kingdom without, having that MOTB and being able to use that as a form of your transaction. Okay, as a form of payment. You have those who they're gonna fold in that time, which is them pretty much being bought, them being persuaded and enticed into entering into this man's system. You have Israelites right now who are receiving payments in order to not teach the full doctrine, the full correct doctrine of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, which I'm not gonna go too deep into those other topics. I'm gonna stay on topic, but just to mention it, that it's relevant because those Israelites, whether they be, low level or whether they be of renown, they got a little name for themselves. They may be on TV, they may be on your radio, whatever the case is. Most Israelites have a price, man. And that price depends on their spirit, their personality, what they willing to take. Okay, and also what they're giving to Esau in exchange, because again, you have those who are going to be who are going to be bought into this system in order to serve and worship Esau as their god. Receiving the MOTB, all right, which is the RFID microchip. You have those who are in these entertainment businesses, and they're giving Esau they behind. The men, they giving Esau their behind and their mouth in order to get that major role or that big record, or so on and so forth, that big contract. You got Israelites that know that they Israelites, that's so-called teachers, so-called leaders in Israel that's teaching. And we don't know what they really doing behind closed doors to receive that bag. But I'm not saying that they doing what Lil Uzi doing, or I'm not saying that they doing homosexual acts behind closed doors. We don't know. But what we do know is that they're perverting or trying to pervert the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua in their teachings. Okay? But like I said, I'm going to stay on topic. I'm going to, Lord willing, do another lesson on that. All right? As far as the doctrine that these other camps are teaching. Okay? Completely trying to pervert the word, because you can't pervert the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. The word is pure. It can't be perverted. It cannot be tainted. But you can try. Right? Like these other idiot Israelite camps are doing. I digress. But I'm going to start off with this. Deuteronomy 22:5. It says, the woman, matter of fact, I'm going to get this in the a different translation. I'm going to read the KJV first. It says, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. Matter of fact, I'll just read this version. Okay, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord Yahweh, thy power. Okay, so for these women out there that call themselves wanting to be men, that call themselves wanting to switch roles, and the men alike that want to do the same thing, they want to switch roles, or these confused demonic Israelites out there that say, oh, I was born in the wrong body, I don't feel like a man, I feel like a woman, so I'm going to dress like one. Or I don't feel like a woman, so in my mind I'm a man, so I'm going to dress like one. I'm going to take these hormone pills so I can grow a beard. I'm going to take these hormone pills so I can get a deep voice. Some go as far as to even get cut in order to remove parts or to add parts, depending on whether it's a male or female. They go all the way with it, and it goes beyond clothes, because these people really are perverse on a different level, right? You perverse as it is if you decide to put on a woman's clothes as a man, or if you decide to put on a man's clothing as a woman. But you're extra perverse, extra evil, extra wicked, extra abominable if you go as far as to get under that knife to add parts or to take away parts from you. Because you have men who go and they get their thing cut off and get those extra parts tucked so it looks like they got a V. And then you have those women that go and they get the surgery to get a penis attached to them. And whatever Esau do with his wicked technology, he makes it to where they can get an erection. But guess what? They still don't have no feeling. There's no nerves attached, right? But it's trying to get them as close as possible to being what they think they are or what they want to be. That's why it's an abomination in the sight of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because in the beginning the Lord made male and He made female. You have those who have an X and Y chromosome, which is the man, and you have those who have only Y chromosome, which is the woman. Okay? And only one apiece is able to bring forth a child. Okay? A man and another man can never bring forth a child, and neither can a woman and a woman bring forth a child. If you have a plug and a socket, that is the only way to produce electricity. Two sockets cannot rub together and produce electricity, nor can two plugs clink together to create a spark, man. Continuing on, Sirach 19 and 29. It says, a man, matter of fact, I got this in the GNT. Yep, Sirach 19 and 29. It says, you can know people by their appearance. You know, and I didn't keep that up for a reason. I don't want to keep looking at that shit. You know, him looking like a fairy, man, looking like a damn a cotton candy piccolo with that damn whatever you want to call it on them damn shoulder pads and the purse, standing like he was standing. You know, he got all them effeminate piercings on his body. He done dyed his hair red, and you know, he's putting on that whole act, man. I'm sure he's worth a lot of money. And that dude, you know, hey, if he wasn't how he was, he can actually make some decent music. But hey, man, most Israelites got a price, and his price was whatever he's worth. You know, whatever kind of prosperity he's receiving in this society. You know, him receiving his consolation, and in turn, he has to act like he's acting and talk like he talk, and wear what he wear. That way, he can keep it up and maintain the perks and the rewards and the gifts that he's receiving. But he's gonna be perverse. He has that stain on his name, man. Like the scriptures say, a good name is rather to be chosen than choice silver. A good name, a good reputation is better than fucking riches, man. You got, certain men on this earth that will never bow down to the image of the beast. You have men on this earth that can never be bought, that can never, or that would never go against the grain for a check, for any material possession, for any title, for any status. You name it. There's certain men that will die before they stoop down that low to be stained in their reputation, like a person like Lil Uzi is. Right? That's the script, like the scriptures say, abstain from all appearances of evil. I don't even know if Lil Uzi is actually participating in the activities of the alphabet community as far as doing the act, but it don't matter. Because just like in the time of Maccabees, right? I forget who it was, Salakia. But you had a man who was willing to die before he even acted like he was going to eat that pork. Or those any other abominable food, in order to fool or lay a stumbling block before any other Israelite that would have seen him do that. Because that's what you're doing. It don't matter if you actually doing that abominable act, but you're being seen amongst other Israelites as you're doing it. So that's just as bad. You laying that stumbling block. You making it seem like it's cool, like it's okay. And not only is it okay, but I'm being rewarded for doing this. I'm actually prospering. Yeah, men that was willing to die before they even put on the act like they was doing that. So let's say Lil Uzi ain't really a Mo at heart. You know, he's not really out there getting it up the behind or going up some other man's behind. He's out there portraying it like he is. He's out there wearing women's clothing and purses and earrings and belly rings and all that type shit. So it looked like he doing that, and you have simple as Israelites are, that see that and they think he is doing that. That's just as bad. You have laid a stumbling block. But if a nigga go that far to put on that type of clothes and to act like he acting all feminine and with his wrist twisted up and broken and a purse and all that, man, you just as bad as a nigga who's out there really doing it on the low. And if you willing to go that far to put on all them clothes and to talk how you talking, hey, in my eyes, you did do it. I don't care if you didn't. In my eyes, you guilty. All right, but let me continue in this scripture. I'm gonna read verse 29 again. It says, "You can know people by their appearance. The first time you look at them, you can tell if they have good sense." Yep, and that's the truth, man. A lot of people you come across, we constantly judging people all day, every day. When you look at somebody, you get a a thought about a person, it's a judgment. Sometimes you right, sometimes you may be wrong, right? But a lot of times you're right. A lot of times when the way a person dress, matter of fact, I ain't gonna jump the gun. Let me keep reading. It says their character shows in the way they dress, the way they laugh, and the way they walk. Right? If I see a nigga walking and he's sagging and he got a slight little switch, what you think I'm gonna think? If I see a female walking and she walking kind of stiff, and she's wearing clothes that's not feminine, but it's not necessarily masculine, but it ain't feminine. I'm gonna think she might be, either a tomboy or she one of them D's, man. It's one of them DYKEs. If I see somebody walking around with a bulletproof vest on, with a badge and their name on it, and they got a gun and extra clips and a flashlight and a taser around their waist on their belt, I'm gonna assume that that's a police officer. If I see a female with a little bitty skirt on, standing on the corner in the middle of the day with some heels on and she got her makeup all did up and a damn wig or weave on, I'm gonna assume she's out there working. Okay? You're gonna know a person by their look, man, and by their appearance. Alright? But a lot of times we make judgments about people and we right, man. So again, there's times where you wrong. Sometimes you may be tripping and you may be overthinking, or you may, be wrongly judging somebody based on how they look. But a lot of times you're right, man. Because people, most of the time, they dress like who they are. If I see a person walking down the street with all black clothes on and black toenails and black nail polish and black lipstick and eyeliner, I'm going to assume that that's a gothic person that listens to that hard-ass metal rock. Or something similar. I'm not going to assume that person goes and reads the Bible. Okay? You do have some deceptive people out there though, so it's not face value all the time. But a lot of times it is. All right, Isaiah 3:9, it says the show of their countenance doth witness against them, right? Which goes back to not only your look, but your countenance also goes into your face, man. Some people have a bright countenance. Some people have a very dark countenance, man. They have a darkness in their face. It's almost like a shadow coming from their face. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's if you know. Some people, it's like a shadow, a darkness coming off of them. The same way we get around brothers and you see that light coming off of brothers. It's some wicked people out there that you come across them, you look at them and they have a darkness coming from them, and you look in their eyes and it's like nothing there. But it's just like a blank, very depressing, dark look. All right. But countenance, it can go into your clothing, your attire as well. All right. It says, and they declare their sin as Sodom. Right. And him getting up on stage in front of who knows how many people was there at that particular venue, as well as those who are watching, because he knew it was going to be recorded. He knew that these people was going to see him dressed like that. He asked them. He went out of his way to ask them, y'all like my outfit? So whatever he's doing is intentional. So that's him making a declaration, right? He's declaring his sin, just as they did in the city of Sodom and those other neighboring cities, man. They let you know without shame that this is what I'm on. This is what I'm about. They hide it not. It says, woe unto their soul, right? Death, destruction, distress unto their souls. For they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Because, man, they choosing that in which the Lord don't delight in. Right? That evil lifestyle. Do you think the Lord would be pleased with a man wearing a thong, wearing some heels, a dress, putting on makeup? You think the Most High is pleased with a man that does that? Hell no. So you rewarding evil unto yourself because you sinning against the Most High, right? As the scriptures say, he that sinneth against the Most High wrongeth his own soul. 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows, which also goes back to them rewarding evil unto themselves. Okay, them wronging their own souls. Because, like I said, the love of money is the root of all evil, which is the foundation, the beginning of the evil. Whatever evil thing that may be. As I always say, it's the love of what you know or what you believe that money can do for you. Right? It's not the money itself necessarily that people love. It's the things that money can do for you. Oh, I can go to these different places. I can buy these different things. I can be around these different people. I can mess with these different women or these different men. I can have this praise on me. When people see me with this money, they're gonna love me. They're gonna adore me. Right, which is idolatry, which is, covetousness, which is, being self-centered and a lover of yourself. Those are evil things. They're evil characteristics, man. So that money will bring you to do evil things through covetousness, right? When you love money so much, there's nothing you won't do for it. You will bend over. As a man, you will bend over for another man. You will get on your knees for another man. You will wear effeminate clothes. As a woman, you will get slutted out. You will get on that couch. You will bust it open. You will talk about these vile things in your music. Sexy Red. Cardi B. Suki Hana. You know that's wrong. You know that you ain't supposed to be promoting that type of stuff to your people. But you getting paid for it. You getting rewarded for it. So it's like, damn, I'm at a dilemma. But these people, they really not at a dilemma because they going with it. They going for it. They doing it. So it ain't that much of a hard choice for them. They made their decision. It's the evil things that come forth because of people's love and their lust for what that money can do for them, man. Lil Uzi. Right? Oh, I'll get up there. That ain't nothing. I can bread up. I said no. And you may say, "Oh, I'm comfortable with myself. I'm secure. I know I ain't really no cigarette." If you know, you know. I know I ain't really no mo. But I'll get up there on stage or on TV and let these people think I am. I'm getting money though. I'm rich. I know I'm not really doing that, but I'm rich though. You keep on lying to yourself. We're going back to these other camps and the things that they teaching. They up there teaching these things and laying a stumbling block before these different Israelites that's watching them. And they have a lot of blood on their hands. Because they taking the bag. And you know, some of these camps, maybe they just bugged out and they really believe what they thinking or what they saying. And they just off and they not being paid. But a lot of these other camps, you can't deny it. It's like, you can't tell me otherwise that these other camps is not getting paid to teach what they teaching, because it's so ridiculous. It's so out, left field, that it's like you have to be getting paid to say this. Because what? So they're piercing themselves through with those many sorrows, and those sorrows have yet to come. Because Jake is prospering. They're getting money. They're getting this following. They're getting this praise, this love. But they becoming more and more of an adversary or an enemy to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, being more hated. As you become more and more loved by the world, you become more hated by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Because in order to be loved by the world, you have to be abominable. Because the world loves abomination. We in a time where folly is set in great dignity. But hey, they choose. That's what they choosing. Matthew 16:26 is for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And I wanted to get that in the the GNT. Yeah, Matthew 16:26 in the GNT. It says, will you gain anything if you win the whole world but lose your life? Of course not. Yeah, because it ain't worth it, man. It's a lose-lose. Because you may say, oh, it's a win-lose situation because I'm getting money, but it's only no, fuck all that, man. You getting money that's not real money, first of all, and it's temporary, and it's gonna get you killed. Because now you have all of this money, and now you have all of these worries. You losing sleep. You have a lot of fake people trying to build relationships with you that wasn't around when you didn't have the money, and you don't know who's telling the truth and who's lying. You don't know who wants to get over on you, who wants to use you. You losing sleep because you trying to figure out how you can keep that money and how you can get more, and who's trying to take it from you. You looking over your shoulder. It's so many different things, worries and troubles that come with that money. It's not worth it to give your life. That's why the scriptures say, labor not to be rich, man. Be content with what you have as long as you're getting by throughout the day. It says there's nothing you can do, it's nothing you can give to regain your life. Because once you begin to put your care and your value and your effort into those things, you begin to serve and worship those things as your God. And now you separating from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Man, there's a such thing as being in too deep, man. And it's very, like the scriptures say, like Yahushua said, man, hardly shall a rich man enter into the kingdom. Because rich men, they have such care and such, love for their money and their substance that they do things. And unless the Lord really wants you, it's almost pretty much impossible to come back from that. Not only because you're mentally attached to it, but you've done physical abominable things to get that and to keep it. And now you dug yourself into a sinful pit, man. So somebody like Lil Uzi, man, that's if for niggas like that and anybody else who have that type of mentality of I'll do whatever I'll do whatever it takes. Those are the ones who the missiles were made for. Those are the ones who the flood came for, and those are the ones who the missiles are made for. Because there's no cleansing no Israelites like that, man. They in too deep in this society, man. They have taken part in this blood, this wicked wine. But again, you have those who are going to stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who's not going to go against the grain. They're not going to bow down. They're not going to fear even death. That's it, man. I just wanted to go into that real quick. Don't want to make it too long-winded, though. Lord willing, I pray it was edifying. With that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, blessings, and safety to the whole full elect. DTA Abba Babal, Kwame Yashala. Till next time, Shalom.